Hey, welcome back to Soda Time Restoration. We're back on the Vendo 23. Got it back from the sandblasters. Right now, we're just trying to concentrate on the body work of it. But as you can see, we've had a start. We're kind of in stage 2. We're getting ready to go to stage 3, which will be putting a glaze finish over most of the body work. But this has been a crazy summer. Start off the hernia surgery that put me out of commission probably a good month, maybe longer. Still a little bit slow, but I'm starting to come back around. And then we had some excitement just probably a couple of weeks ago, time this video comes out. My first grandson, Elias Mark. Man, haven't had a baby around for over 30 years, so it has been a change in lifestyle for these grandparents. Too bad there's pretty far away, or we'd probably be over there every night. But man, we're pretty proud of the parents. Did such a great job bringing a new one into this world. But got a little bit emotional there. But hey, it's a good time trying to get back into it. As you can see, Vendo 23 is one of the items for this summer. We got a Vendo 39 that is also in production, and we have a Vendo 56. So actually 3 machines, doing them all and trying to do them all in the same stages. So I'm going to be jumping from different videos, but tonight we'll be back on the Vendo 23. If you're in that body work stage and you're trying to do your own, this will be a great video for that. It's probably a little bit boring for most people to see somebody doing body work, kind of like watching grass grow probably, but I'll give you some steps and some items that I use here in the shop, what I think makes that better finish at the end. So hang with us here. I'm going to grab a couple things and we're going to start a little bit of the glazing process. I call it stage 3 on the body process, but that helps to get that finer, flatter look and a great finish. So hang on, I'll be right back. Hey, welcome back. Like I said before, been very busy. I get calls every day, if not a couple times a day. Somebody wanting some restoration work. My apologies. I am so booked so far out right now. I've had to just stop taking restoration work just to kind of keep caught up where I'm at. So I hope the series keeps everybody connected. I'm trying my best to get in what I can get done, but it's been an interesting, for sure, summer. Good busy. I'd rather be busy than slow, but yeah, it's been quite the summer already. So if you're looking for a product, if you've already been doing your body work, I use, in my regular body work, I use a product. It's in our Pro Gold series. If you got a Napa store close by, the product I'm using is a 1015. I use that on my substrate. Make sure if you're having one sandblasted, make sure you put an epoxy down, or if you're using a 2K, make sure it's a 2K that is a DTM, that is a direct to metal. If you don't, you're going to have some problems down the road. You want something that'll attach to that metal, then come in with your body work after you get that on there. I usually sand through those processes. Right now, I'm probably still maybe a little bit past a 180 to 120 right now. I'll come in with the glaze and we'll finish these tonight, and then tomorrow we'll block that, and hopefully that'll be the final stage, and then I'll come in with a 2K primer over the top of that and do one last block before we go into the final stage, the beginning stages of base coat, clear coat. But I usually put me a little bit in a pad. If you got a mixing pad, if you got a board, I use these tear off sheets. They're kind of handy for cleanup. Put you a bead across there. But the Vendo 23 is looking really good. I did one many years ago, probably 3 years ago, and they can have a lot of rust in them. This one here, very good looking machine, very good shape. You just always want to make sure you're buying everything is there. You know, if the compressor is working, great. If you're needing to put a compressor in it, something you need to investigate. but get it mixed really good and I try to lay it down as smooth as possible. I mean, if you're just a beginner, this is great stuff to learn on, especially if you're getting ready to maybe do a car project. This will give you great practice, and I'm not the best at it either. I'll publicly say that, but the smoother you get it, the lesser amount of things that you got to sand out at the end. I'm using a metal paddle right now. I like it because you can keep cleaning them up. If you're using a plastic one, there's not a problem with the plastic. It's just you have to watch out for so much of keeping it clean, which I've did it for years, and I run across these and started using these metal ones, and they work really good. So this being our first 39, being our first 23 that we've done on the channel, I'm trying to do as much detail as we can. Obviously, doing a 39, I've done many 39s on the channel, and every machine I find something new, but this one here, not a lot of rust, but yeah, get it laid down as nice as possible. If you've got some body areas that you're trying to work out, get them done right now. And I noticed one as I was setting this up tonight. I've been over this thing a couple of times and got a little bit of a dent that I want to get out. We'll work that out before we put any. Actually, the lid's in pretty good shape, but it's got a little bit of dent right there we're going to get out. So if it's a 100-degree day and you're putting your hardener into that mix, be very cautious, or you're probably not going to be able to put very much either body filler down or glaze that we're using right now. You're probably going to have struggle on hot weather. It's gonna set up super fast. All right, let's clean those edges up a little bit. Probably you're starting out, you've never mixed hardener before. I would do small quantities like this right here, not very big. Keep it small, and I always put a ribbon right across the top of the size I've got. And believe it or not, that might be a little hot. Not too bad, but it could set up fairly quickly if the summer heat has definitely kicked in. I know here in Oklahoma, we're definitely running around those hundreds every day now. For July, we've had a lot of rain, so we got the humidity to go with it right now. And if you got to put a couple coats down, that's not a big deal. Let that first coat dry, come back in there and get it set up. Keeping everything clean. You don't got any little nibs that will cause you trouble. Definitely down the road when you're trying to smear it and you got a blade that's not very clean. Take a little lacquer thinner. If you're using a plastic one, you gotta be cautious when you're using a razor blade, but one of the things I like using a metal one is you can clean it up really good. If you wait too long, you'll probably ruin a plastic one. If you're doing it as a hobby, I'd always wait. Get all your body filler done probably one night, and then come back in the next day and start doing your blocking work. And I'll try to get everything down in one evening. That way you can come back the next night and start blocking that work. I'm gonna put a little bit more right there. Not much, but just a little bit more, and we'll move on to the sides. Everybody mixes a little differently. I like pressing it in. If you're concerned with air bubbles or pops, getting air in it, this seems to work the best for me. Always check your top. You don't want any dents on the top. Just a little one right there. So it's a great time to get all those little imperfections. Get them now. And you saw how fast I worked that one. It was starting to set up pretty quick. So you can probably start backing your hardener off We're probably sitting at, I'm going to say probably 85, 90 degrees maybe. We're climate controlled in here, so we're a little bit cooler, probably about mid 70s probably, but still, even at that, still dries pretty quick. Most of your body shop guys, when they'll finish their body work, they like using this glaze because it just goes down so crazy smooth. If you got a body shop and you want to try that product, part number is a 24 ounce 24 OZ 1012. Got many shops that use it. We sell probably 2 to 3 different lines. That is their go-to one. Most of the shops I sell to, they love it. It sands very nice. It lays down really nice, and the pinholes are almost non-existent, but great product. Only available probably that I've seen in the Napa Auto Parts stores. But we'll continue on here, get this lid off, and we'll let it dry, and we'll go on to the case. So probably what's going to happen on the inside of this machine, we will lay another plate down inside of here. Got a few holes that I want to get covered up. We'll probably cut a piece of pretty good gauge steel, sheet metal that we can lay in there, and may even caulk it in. Doesn't really need to be, because the only thing it's really doing is holding the insulation compartment, so it's not holding water. But it'd be nice to have it all nice and cleaned up and back to a clean state again. So that'll be one of our things once we get out of the body work stage. Get a little closer here. Well, we got one on the side here. We'll get the side done here. We've already blocked this. Make sure you block all your work. Get it as flat as possible. Obviously the metal on most of these Coke machines are very flimsy. This one's really pretty nice actually, considering what the side has a good construction bead right here, so it gives it pretty good firmness. But let's lay a skim coat over the top of this. Don't try to use your glaze coat to be one that you're trying to fill an imperfection in with. Make sure you're using it just as a glaze, because that's what it's designed for. To really get that body work to a really nice stage. I'm going to mix this one a little bit bigger, about like that. Put a glaze coat over this whole side piece. But if you've got a Vendo 23 that you're doing, hey, send us some pictures on our Facebook side or jump onto our comments. Give us that thumbs up. I think I looked, we're at 2250, I think, last night. The channel has really grown quite a bit. I remember trying to get that first 1,000, and now we're heading towards 2,300. So thank you, all the supporters out there. It has been a tremendous joy to see the people that are interested, and seeing some guy redo an old Coke machine. Never would have thought it. If you can get by with it, I try to work at all angles. You get a little more product there to finish this row, but as you get a little bit dry, it'll get a little tougher to do. A little bit more there on that one. Once we do our final sand on this, on the glaze, I'll come back in, like we said before, and do a 2K primer. Usually it takes just that one coat. I'll put probably two coats down and block that, and it should be ready for a base coat then. Just a hair more there, there we go. I would suggest wearing gloves, and as you see, I'm not. It's a little late now since I've got body filler all over my fingers, but save yourself some wash up time, and getting some of your body filler off your fingers is not fun. Pretty good. We'll let that side dry, and we'll do the other side. We'll do it standing up, because it won't be covering the whole side, just in the body work areas. All right, looks like we have a little bit there, it looks like. We'll let that set up for tomorrow. A little bit on the back side here, excuse me, the front side, which is right where that plate mounts up, but we will definitely, oh, excuse me, I'm on the wrong side. This is the back side. I saw that opening and was thinking it was where the front door went, but no, that's the back where the compressor's at. All right, one last area on the back, and the case is on the 23 is ready for its stage 3 block. A little finished stage before we put the 2K primer on. This has just a few imperfections, not terrible. I'm going to give it this kind of a fine glaze coat, so when I block it, everything is going to be nice and level. All right, we will let that set up tonight. We'll come back tomorrow and get a good coating last coating blocking, I should say. Get our last blocking done on this top plate and the bottom plate. The 23 is coming along. Get this last block stage down and get the 2K primer on it, and it's going to look totally different to get out of the body filler stage. It's always kind of nice to get out of the primer stage and start putting some color on. But hey, thanks for staying with us tonight. A little bit boring, but it is the process. Probably we will be going on. Obviously, I want to try to do, right now the Vendo 39 is a little more an advanced stage. It's already painted, already into the blocking stage on the clear coat. Hopefully that one there will probably be the ending video. It might be Christmas before we get to that series, but try to stay on the 23 through the summer. But obviously we'll be doing the 56, and no telling when the 56 will come out. It may be January before we get to that series, but we'll see how it goes with 3 doing at the same time. It's a slow process, no doubt, but hey, thanks for viewing us. Hit that subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed, it'll give you a shot. I know probably if you've looked back, probably haven't put anything out, probably about one every 3 to 4 weeks. Hopefully we'll get back on track on that. We'll see how the production side is going. But hey, as always, thank you for all that you guys have connected with us over the years. Wow, I just looked, I think one of our Vendo 39 from about 2.5 years ago hit 15,000 views, which is incredible. For one video to get 15,000 views, a little 20-minute segment I think it was. Thank you. We'll catch you on the next one.